What's going on, Akasan?
Hey, Trey, your boy Trey. Guys, make sure you check. I'm gonna link you guys up to Married to the Real. Which one you want? You want your Twitter? Do you have a LinkedIn or like no? You know what I'm talking about? That what the fuck is that thing called? Oh, Linktree, right? Do you have anything like that?
Hell no, not that I know of.
You gotta get one. I mean, I don't have one either, but Married to the Real. Okay, hold on. I'll just link you guys to the main channel. They are at 92,000 subscribers.
We are? Holy shit, I didn't even know that.
Yo, I don't even check it myself, right? I don't even, like, people were like,
after almost 4 years on YouTube, I don't even check that.
Right? You just kind of give up because, as you and I both know, fucking numbers don't matter anymore. Those sub numbers don't matter anymore. What matters is the people that are watching your shit, checking out your Patreon, and commenting below. So people are like, "Oh, Akasan, you're almost at 200,000 subscribers." I'm like, motherfucker, I've almost been at 200,000 subscribers now for about a year. So
and then they do that little cleanse where they get rid of the old accounts and then your number drop by like 10,000 and you be like, oh, okay, whatever, man.
Exactly. That's why I stopped checking every time I streamed. If I didn't do all those MCU challenges and like the Infinity War challenge, every time I stream, I lose like 20 something subscribers because they cleanse it. They say they cleanse it, but then people start complaining to me about all that. But yeah. Anyways, you guys, I linked their channel below in the chat. Make sure you check them out. They're good people. I watch
Hey, Lil.
Yeah, there you go. I don't watch I don't watch The Flash as much anymore, but if I do, I'm watching the reactions from Trey and Tosh. That's about
it. People
get Trey, by the way, Deke from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, man. I fuck The Walking Dead, man. I'm done. People are mad at me about that. They're gonna stay mad. I was done. I was mad about the whole Carl situation. And then I was like, okay, Sadiq sacrificed himself. Well, he sacrificed himself for Sadiq. So I'm gonna keep watching. They're like, oh, well, Sadiq is a side character. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, man. I'm tired of all this unnecessary shit. I'm like, then you got rid of Rick. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Just fuck it. I'm done. I'm tired.
I'm telling you, if it wasn't for Corona, I swear to Thor, I would have flown over to where y'all are at. Like, I thought that would have been the funniest shit ever. Like when that season premiere opened, and then it's like, it's your boy Aka and your girl Tash, and the people just like, hey, what the fuck happened to Trey? Like that would have been so that we would have done the entanglement before Will.
The entanglement.
That's what I'm talking about. Tosh would have been talking to you, been like, well, so you see, I got in a little bit of entanglement. And you would have been entanglement. What the fuck is that, Tosh?
That shit was fucked up.
The dreads tangled like that. But anyways, all right, brother, I gotta ask you, because you're the only simple person I know who watches The Flash still.
Wow.
I really want to know, because we were talking about this, and we were talking because the tagline for this stream was, is Iris West killing the Flash show? I said no. I don't think so, but I really want to know your opinion on the state of the Flash, and as somebody who's still sticking with it, because it's wild to me, like how different our communities can be. But when I go over to see your reactions, I'm like, man, I can't believe people are still hyped about this show. So I kind of want to know your feelings about all of this. And do you feel like Iris has become like the Felicity 2.0 of the show? And is it right for people to critique, like, they the CW promoted the new season coming up, and the only poster was her, and rightfully some people got super mad about that. But what is your feelings on all of that?
This is how I feel about the whole situation. First of all, Candace is an amazing actress. Point blank, period. Like, she's phenomenal. She handles everything with grace.
Nobody would ever give a shit. Nobody would even know who the fuck Iris West is if it wasn't for Candace playing her. So yeah.
Exactly. So my problem is, people try to compare her to
Felicity. Let's be clear. Nobody knew who the fuck Felicity Smoke was. She didn't become relevant until the character was cast on Arrow. Let's be real. Felicity was a background character. She was one of those characters. She was less than vibe in the comics. No, like nobody really gave a shit about Felicity Smoke before they.
To my knowledge, she wasn't even a character that was created until whatever her name.
No, she was there in the comics. She was Ronnie Raymond's stepmother.
No shit.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, she's Ronnie Raymond's stepmother. So that's why I was like, when they had Ronnie on the Flash, I was like, how the fuck does that go work? Well, I was like, no, that can't work. I'm like, unless they bring some past bullshit up. But back to Iris. Iris is not like Felicity. Like initially she was working at Star Labs. Now she's left Star Labs and now she's working at the Citizen. She's not working with Barry like she was in season 4, season 5, season 6. It's like she was doing her own thing and people had a problem with that. She's investigating. She's a reporter. That's her job. So what are you going to say about Lois Lane when the new Superman show comes out? Because she's a reporter. She has to investigate. I'm going to say it because people don't want to say it. It's only because they made Iris black and it's bullshit that we still doing this dumb shit in 2020. She's a great actress. If anybody was better, they would have hired her. They didn't. Now, I do have like certain things that even Grant does, I get frustrated with sometimes. Well, not Grant, but Barry, because they make him, he's supposed to be super intelligent. You pass him off as this dumbass kid still. Yeah, exactly my point. Think about the pilot when he was looking around, investigating, you saw the tire tracks. I was like, okay, can we bring that back sometime? Stop making Barry as this guy who's so dicks. He's the leader. Let him lead. Let him lead. Let him be a leader. Let him be the driving force. He shouldn't be making the same mistakes he did in season 1. Season 2. Now, he hasn't made time travel mistakes, which is fucking amazing. Thank God they stopped doing that. But he, at certain points in season 6, he was being the leader. And I'm glad for that. So when season 7 debuts, I hope he is taking command, taking charge. It's not Joe. It's not the Joe show. It's not Caitlin or Vibe or Cisco. It's Barry. He should be taking the lead and lead it. Now, as far as Iris and the whole poster situation, that poster, I believe, was not shot recently. I believe that poster was from months ago because it had the glass behind it. The glass was breaking. So I still feel like, so I feel like they were going to use that for the promo for episode 20, 21, or 22. But they was like, hey, we can't use it now. Fuck it. We're going to use that shit later. And we're going to move on. And the same thing with Supergirl, the girl who plays Dreamer. She got a poster. Where's the backlash from that?
Oh, well, going on your theory, because I was wondering about the whole Mira being breaking and everything. I'm like, okay, that sounds like the current season. Do you like? I don't watch Supergirl. Was there anything indicating in that poster of Dreamer?
Yeah, it looked wavy, like Dream, like
okay,
like that's what it looked like from what I saw. But I'm like, where's you can tell where the hatred lies. It's always directed at this young actress who's given her all to this role. You wouldn't have this problem if the character was portrayed like she was in the comics, a white girl with red hair, period. Even in John Wesley Shipp's 1990 Flash, they got rid of Iris. In the first episode, or the first fucking little, it was like a CBS mini movie. The first episode was an hour and a half long. That shit was long. And they got rid of Iris that episode and introduced Tina McGee instead of Iris. Now you're getting Iris, but you don't want Iris, or you don't want this version of Iris.
Right.
She does it very well. If she didn't, I would say she sucks. I would say she sucks. In the first season, she wasn't even really doing much. Like, if you go back to season 1, she was off. She wasn't in Star Lab. She wasn't working with Barry. She was doing her own thing, trying to get a job. In season 2, she was at Star Labs a little more. In the beginning, but she was, in the beginning, she was working at Central, City Picture News. She was working there, and it was trying to talk to her boss.
No. Okay.
And towards the back half, when Barry lost his powers, you know what I'm saying? Then she came to Star Lab trying to be around more.
So, but and I understand your situation, and I understand your point, and I agree that there is definitely a racist undertoning of, like somebody said earlier, sometimes you can be racist with not even realizing that you're racist. It's just that you were brought up, or you're subconsciously subjected to have racist intentions and such. Well, you may not think you're racist, but you look at things the same way. If you see a black man and a white man, and you're a child, and you're told to pick out the evil one, you might go with the black, the
darker tone.
The darker tone. So I get that, but wouldn't you? And I think there is a legitimate point there. There's a legitimate situation stating that. But wouldn't you also agree, though, that it's fair to critique the Iris West character and her involvement as she's been included within more and more seasons, specifically season 4, becoming team leader of Flash, and how the writing has become less and less about Barry Allen, and we've seen less and less of Barry Allen being the Flash, and more of every character, including Iris West. More Caitlyn stories, more Cisco stories, more what the fuck was that Indiana Jones dude, Nash.
Now this is the problem I had with season 6. You wasn't getting a lot of Flash. You were getting a lot of Barry, but not a lot of Flash. And that, like, I saw where they were going with it. They were taking his powers away. So I'm like, did the budget get cut? I was like, what are you doing? Are we finna do something so big at the end? This was before Corona hit. I was like, they must finna do something big these last few episodes, because we're not seeing a lot of Flash. We're seeing Barry. And it's okay to critique a character. Like, that's never been my problem. But it's not the character a lot of people be trying to critique. It be Candace, and I see the difference. I'm like, critiquing a character opposed to the actress is totally different. I understand that now. I understand that her being the leader of Team Flash, okay. I understood it, but then I was like, why couldn't Cisco take it? Like, now that was my problem. I felt like Cisco should have taken that spot, because while it was still immature, he hadn't been in the game that long. So it could still be Team Bob, Team Flash, whatever. Iris could have helped with the comms, but she didn't have to be the leader. Exactly. I do understand that point. I did understand that. But,
even that, or Earth 2 Harry, like I was saying,
exactly, he could have stayed around.
I was saying earlier in the season, earlier in the stream, is the fact that season 3 left off on such a cool cliffhanger. Like, Barry was going to be imprisoned in the Speed Force, and he looked at Harry and he was like, "Yo, can you just hang out here for a little while?
Yeah.
Because they're gonna need your help." And Harry's like, "Of course." And then he looked at Cisco and he's like, "Dude, they're gonna be looking to you now." And I'm like, okay. So I thought that shit was laid up. Nowhere in that end of season 3 did I ever think, yo, so Iris, I'm gonna need you to take over. Like, wait.
Now that's true. All that is true. I didn't see that. Like, I did not see that coming when they came in season 4. I honestly thought, when I was over the summer, like, this was year 1, like year 1 of us doing reaction. I was like, oh, okay, cool. We're gonna get Cisco as the leader. This is cool. I was ready for it. I'm calm. I'm cool. Collected. I'm like, Iris said, team.
like what happened? Like, yeah, like, but okay. So, but see, like, I personally, I don't like. I know what you're saying, but I don't see. I am aware that racial undertones exist when critiquing Iris's character, but when I see people do mention it, I see it very similar as the Felicity sort of critique and the Felicity hate, because I lived through that as a reactor, and I lived through that as one of my favorite shows of all time, Arrow. I literally had to drop that show because it was unbearable to watch, because it was way too much Felicity, someone who had no business leading a team or being part of the team in some form or fashion. Even Felicity, in some sense, I could argue would be better to at least be on the comms or whatever. But like, I was just like, dude, this story's become unbearable. Like, they're like, the reason this show is so used to be great is now gone. I'm gonna just go watch Daredevil instead. So I can legitimize some of that critique though when they start pushing these side characters full frontal instead of the reason you were tuning in, which was about science and running fast and time travel and a man who could just run fast. So
I understand it, because I do miss the purity of season 1 and season 2. I do miss that, and I thought we were going to get back to that this season. And like season 6, I was really hopeful, but then it kind of got lost in the sauce when we got to the back half, and then COVID started happening. Because while that cliffhanger was good, I feel like the next 3 episodes would have solidified the season as, okay, we back.
Right.
We are back. I feel like those 3 episodes would have said, okay, here's where we are. Here's where we were. We learned from our fucking mistakes. Here's where we are. Here's where we're finna go. And this is what's going to solidify us as one of the best superhero shows ever to do it. But because those 3 episodes, I feel like would have wrapped up everything and set up Godspeed, set up the Reverse Flash, Cobalt Blue, wherever the hell they going. I feel like they would have set that up really well, because now we have to wrap up the Mirror Master story. We have to wrap up what happens with Godspeed. We have to see what Thawne was talking about. We have so many different things to wrap up in maybe 22 episodes. Are we going to be able to do that? Because this season, they talking about season 8 and season 9, but this could also say, well, we might not get season 9 might be it. And you don't want to be left on, oh shit, I wish I could have done this, and I wish I could have did this. You want to tell your story the best way possible.
Right. But I was just going to say, I feel you're giving way too much credit to the writers of The Flash in terms of like that the idea that they could actually wrap up a story in 3 episodes, because I've been waiting for that shit. I'll never forget that Savitar storyline and shit, where I was like, yo, a fucking Barry Allen from the future and shit. And when you find out who the fuck Savitar really is, and you're like, yo, wait, we only got 3 more episodes. Oh man, they really better wrap this shit up. And I was like, womp womp womp.
Yeah, I can't lie. Savitar makes me mad. And like, here's why Savitar made me mad. I don't feel like he was there enough. He wasn't there enough. I don't feel like he had enough episodes. It was like episodes at the end of episode 6, episode 7. What was it? Episode maybe 8 or 9. Then I think he came back episode 15.
Yeah.
At the end of episode 15.
Yeah.
No, was it? I think season 3, episode 15 is The Wrath of Savitar. I think it's. Okay. Yeah, no, so it was the end of episode 14. Then he came episode 15, and I was like, bro, he's just bouncing around. He's not doing anything. I was like, to me, he wasn't doing anything. He can't kill Barry. He can kill Iris, but that's just to create himself. And then y'all said, oh, well, Barry's not going to create the time remnants to create him. I was like, and then season 3, episode 21, when Cisco gave that bullshit explanation. This was when I first started reacting. That reaction is still up, I think. No, it got deleted with the other channel. I was like, that's wrong what the fuck he's saying. This was when I was fresh in the game. I was like, that's wrong. Like, writers, y'all fucked that up. Like, y'all fucked that up. I was like, what are y'all doing? I was like, no, that is wrong.
There you go, guys. Evidence that Trey can actually hate something from the CW.
Oh yeah, like don't get me wrong. Iris said something about when Barry went to the future. She gave the wrong date. I was like, that's not the date he went. He went February something, like February 8th. That's wrong. What are y'all doing? Like y'all pissing me. Like yeah, they said things and done things, especially when it comes to dates. I'm a stickler. When it comes to time travel shows and dates, I'm a stickler for that. There was nothing to change it. He didn't run in time. He didn't change anything. Y'all calling out the wrong dates. Y'all doing this shit wrong. Y'all pissing me off. Like it bothers me when you mess with dates. It bothers me. But now that all that shit's been erased, it doesn't even matter now because we're on Earth Prime. So you know.
So do you feel like this? Like, I mean, for me, season 6 was just so unbearable. Like the only thing I actually, ironically speaking, the only thing I actually really enjoyed was the Mira Iris story, because I felt like that was the Iris that I've been waiting for, calling Barry out on his shit. And he's like, Iris, I can't run. Bitch, you better go. You talking about a crisis. Our marriage is in crisis. And
I love the fact that she got to play a different version of Iris, evil Iris.
That's what I wanted.
I was like, shit, like she was really, and like that's the thing I praise her for. She has range. I was like, oh man, she's really going off right now. I'm like, and I'm glad, like, people were mad at Barry for not realizing it. I was like, bro, he's not this stupid. He's like, I was like, and like, I'm glad he said something about the cooking. He was like, yeah, man, my wife can't cook. I was like, thank you, brother. Like, at least that was giving us some fan service. Like, he should know his wife can't cook. Sure enough, they gave us that. I was like, it'd be those little things sometimes that make a difference. I'm like, come on, man. If I know Tasha can't cook, which she throw down, but I'm like, she coming in one day and can't cook, oh, we gonna have a problem. We gonna have a problem. I'm like, who are you? I was like, lady, you not my wife, so I'm gonna hang you up by your toes. Who are you? I'm like, it's not a game, because you can't cook.
Sorry.
Like, giving you crazy.
Overtone.
Yeah.
Are you good? Yeah, wait.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm reading what Canada grabs is what I just
okay. Dun. So the other thing I wanted to ask you, do you feel, because for me, the quality of the writing depleted, and the edge, and the grittiness, and the comic and fantasy, believing in the impossible, shedding tears at emotional scenes. Personally, I think the that all sort of went out the door when they fired the showrunner for good reason. But they fired the showrunner and they started getting into this like woke cause, kind of like, we're going to be a network that makes a difference. We're going to have diversity. We're going to make sure we have gay characters, trans characters, which is not a bad thing. But I felt like they kind of were started to make.
You got trans characters? What? Oh, right. The girl from Supergirl.
Right.
About her. Like, I didn't even remember.
I think Blacklight. Maybe no. Maybe not Black Lightning. So like all of this. And they like, we're gonna start pushing these ideas to be this like dream world. And I said the same thing about Stargirl, which later I guess turns into something else. But you're trying to make, like, it's the same thing Calissa Flockhart joked on with the Supergirl Flash crossover, like this racially diverse, unintimidating cast of the CW show.
Season 1, episode 18 of Supergirl. Okay, yeah, I remember.
God damn. So
I'm good, Akasan. I know
you the goddamn calculator of the Reactorverse or something. I don't even fucking remember what happened the last season. But my point is, once they fired that dude, like, I just felt like it changed. But for me, it dramatically changed for the worse, because I stopped it just has no grit, no grime to it, and no interest and no attitude. Like, and you know, like Tyrone Miller was saying earlier, there's better shows out there. There's other shows for me to do that, and I'd rather watch that, like The Boys or Umbrella Academy. But in your opinion, do you agree that the writing changed after they fired that showrunner? But do you feel like it's in a worse place? Is the show and the attitude of the CW network in the Arrowverse in a worse place now than it was before, because you're still, from what the reactions I'm checking, you and your wife were watching out, you guys seem like you're still really enjoying the show a lot.
I still enjoy the show. I feel like certain things could be better. Like the balance of grit needs to increase. Like, and like, you remember those scenes with Joel and Barry, Grant and Jesse L. Martin? Those were the scenes that you just loved because you knew you were going to get an emotional tug. Like they're back and forth, the way they feed off each other, it can make the toughest man cry. And you be like, bro, hold up. And like those
Henry, yeah, Grant and John Wesley Shipp, those were great too.
Oh yes, yeah. I'm like those back and forth scenes like that. You be like, man, damn, like come on, like that. They need to learn to balance that and get to what makes the Flash the best show, the superhero show they have or have had. Because Arrow's done, and like you can't go back and recreate that. You know what I'm saying? It's done. It's wrapped. It's over. But you still have a chance to have more positive, great scenes with the Flash. We don't need a tearjerker every week. You don't need that every week. But like you have to learn to balance. Like, okay, this week we got the action. This week we got the comedy, fun. You know what I'm saying? Crazy antics episode. This week we're a little bit more serious, but we still have to balance that. We still have to fight. You have to remember, this is not ABC's General Hospital. Like
it's supposed to be better, sir.
Like exactly, we're supposed to be like. I know you want to base it off reality and have daily drama or weekly drama, whatever you want to say. But you have to realize we want to see the superhero.
Thank you. Yes. More
than the bullshit. We want to escape our lives with the bullshit.
Exactly.
Like that's why people watch these shows. We want to escape our bullshit lives. We don't want to build up and have all our drama and then, oh man, look, damn, Barry got problems too. We understand that. We understand that Barry's gonna have problems, but we got to get out of that. Like it's okay to have a balance of light drama, family, some ass kicking, you know what I'm saying? A little bromance over here, whatever else, like, but balance it. Don't have it so dramatic.
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
We don't need to have the drama every week. I'm like, oh, here it comes. But like, that's the CW. They've been that way for shit. So when they were the WB. Like it's just the way it is. Like
Dawson's Creek. Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. Seventh Heaven and all that other bullshit. Supernatural been around for what? 15 years, and they just gonna cancel the show this year.
Yep.
That says something about their writing team and their fan base.
That's
very true. Around that long. If you're sticking around that long, it's something about these actors, these characters that you love, that you just want to see week to week.
Yeah, but some of us kind of grow up after that, and like some of us move on from that. Like I used to love the Cartoon Network, but I haven't checked out that network in a long time. So
it's been decades for me. I'm like, and that's why I tell people, like, man, look, when the Flash is done, I'm pretty much done with the Arrowverse. Like, that's pretty much it.
That was me for Arrow. That because I like the way Arrow was going, with the way it was wrapping up, and I was like, you know what? I can kind of see what's going on with the Flash and the other shows. I think Arrow's going to be my time to bounce out as well, because I kind of see.
Flash is done, y'all like Tasha already knew. She's like, didn't even got to tell me. She already knew it's a wrap. I'm done. I am done. Like I like the other shows. Yeah, I mean, I know Black Lightning's not going to make it to season 10. Like, come on. It's like you knew when you saw the newspaper. Season 1, episode 20 of The Flash. Well, it was episode 19, then carried over to 20. You were like, oh, we trying to go for 10 years? Oh, okay then, baby. I'm here for the whole 10-year ride. Because, like, people that watch me know I could watch The Flash over and over and over again. The first 2 seasons, most definitely, are embedded in my mind so deep.
We can tell.
Like it's ridiculous. I love this show. I'm like, that's my superhero. Like, and I'm like, when this last season comes, and like, if they make it to 10, more than likely they're gonna make it to 10.
Okay, I want to. So here's the final question I want to ask you, because I appreciate your time being on the show today. But I really want to ask you about the Hartley Sawyer situation.
Oh.
You thought you were gonna come up here unscathed.
No, I'm cool. I can answer any question. People know I keep it real.
You thought you were gonna come up here unscathed. Oh, where's my music?
No, I'm good. Like, I have no problem.
So I want to ask you about this. For those of you that don't know, and I think everybody knows the story already, we talked about it earlier. Hartley Sawyer, who plays the elongated man, was fired due to a series of rapid fire, insensitive, and provocative, and just very cruel and nasty and sexist jokes on Twitter that he made years before he was ever cast, I believe. But he was fired over that. Very similar to the James Gunn situation, but something more. He was removed off the show immediately. And then now the CW, as the CW does, has posted this whole woke statement on all of their shows. They really took it hard, like, and they just let him go. A lot of people feel like it was an injustice being done. Other people agree with what's going on. What are your thoughts on that, Trey?
My thoughts are this. When he posted it, he wasn't on the show.
Right.
He wasn't. Now, should he answer for that? Yes. Should he maybe do a little do something? I don't like. It's a lot of people that should be losing their jobs behind some of the stuff they post, and they don't. Now, is it because he's in the public eye, the punishment is going to be much more severe. That's just the way it works. It's the nature of the business. The minute you do something, boom, they be like, "Oh man, I'm done. I'm not watching y'all." Da 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 da. It's just the way it works. When you're in the public eye, you're held to a higher standard. When he, like me, I don't post to Twitter. Like, and this is the thing, like, because most people be like, "Oh, y'all posted so and so on Twitter." Yeah, more than likely it's Tasha. But even though it is Tasha, I'm supporting what she posted, right? Because that's my wife. I might not post it, but they're going to say Married2TheReal. They don't know who posted exactly. But I'm gonna be like, well, you know what? She posted. Yeah, we posted it. I don't care. Like, it is what it is. Like, you can have people behind you and still they post stuff on your Instagram. When you get to a certain level, you have people that post on your Twitter. I just feel like if he wouldn't have deleted it and apologized just like Colton Hayes did when he did the blackface years ago, everything would have been good.
I didn't even know about that shit.
Oh,
what the fuck,
man? Hell
wow.
Yeah. Like, and he was like, I was ignorant, and he apologized like he didn't know. Like, but you know, when you delete tweets, that's an omission of guilt. Like,
but he did apologize though. Hartley apologized before he got fired. He was like, "Thank you." He's like, "Thank you for making me accountable." Blah 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 blah. And then, like a month later, 2 weeks later, he got fired.
But see, this is the thing. He deleted tweets first.
I see.
You see what I'm saying? It's about your actions and the steps you take.
Right.
You should have,
just like James Gunn. Yeah.
You should have taken responsibility and not deleted anything, because when you delete, people think, "Oh, you have something to hide."
I see.
And like people like, "Oh, jokes," but like you people have to understand, jokes nowadays are not like jokes 10 years ago, 5 years ago, hell, 3 years ago. Like, jokes have changed, and people have to be careful how they say jokes, because even comedians have to be careful how they say jokes. I'm like, but that's a comedian's job.
Right.
Like, even Dave Chappelle,
yeah,
who do a whole bunch of trans jokes.
Yep.
People be on his neck, but that doesn't stop him because of the level he's at. He's like, I'm a comedian, I have a job to do, and my job is to tell the jokes while tell the truth while providing humor. I'm like, people can't handle that. Everything is about get them out of here, counsel them. I was like, but I'm like, bro, some people do so much bad shit in their daily life. If you were to be exposed to the public, you wouldn't be able to handle that shit.
Yeah.
So about Harley, hey, maybe one day he can bounce back. That's all I can say. I'm like,
do you support the fact that they let him go, or you just understand that they did?
I understand that they did. I understand why they did, because it was a play. Their motive is equality. You know what I'm saying? They have a zero tolerance. That's just like the military. They have a zero tolerance for the bullshit. So they had to let them go. And then because he was on The Flash, the #1 show, they had to let him go. If they didn't, that was going to affect The Flash's ratings and people's view of The Flash.
So you don't think the view of the Flash is worse now that they let him go opposed to
no. Because like this is the thing. You have a network that says we accept everyone. They had a commercial on the network about different actors, different ethnicity of actors saying all this different stuff about inclusivity. I'm fucking up the word. Being inclusive, right? And then to let him make it, that's a double standard. And then he's on The Flash. People are gonna boycott The Flash. So no, we gotta get him the fuck out of here. Period. Like, we gotta let him go. If we don't let him go, we're gonna lose viewership. Because for 6 years, The Flash has been #1 on the network. All it takes is for them to let him stay. People gonna be like, fuck this. The Flash is not about diversity. They're not about equality like they say. Fuck them. I'm done. Bye-bye. They should have fired him.
But I mean, but don't you see my thing about that is like, it's not like he said that shit while being hired on The Flash. And people do change, and maybe, like somebody said earlier, you see the way he interacts with the cast and crew. If he really was that kind of sexist, chauvinistic type of racist dude that he people are claiming him to be, people would be uncomfortable with him, and people wouldn't want to work with him. My personal theory is the fact that behind the scenes, like what we're seeing when the cameras are on, he might be the nicest dude in the world while being on hired and getting that money or whatever, but maybe behind the scenes in private, I personally feel like some of the female actresses and the female cast and crew were uncomfortable with him being around, and so this was a good way to get rid of him. That's my particular, because what's a homegirl that plays Joe's wife, she spoke on it. Cecile, the actress.
Yeah, her name is Danielle. Her real name is Danielle.
She spoke on it. And she was like, she was angry and everything. Like, here's the thing, very versus, and this is why I bring up the James Gunn situation, is the fact that, when James Gunn got fucking slammed by Disney, everybody came out and defended him. Like, they signed a petition and everything. When Hartley got fired, ain't nobody come out to say it's this dude. And so that's why I personally feel like there's something behind the scenes that we are not familiar with, as this might be the reason he's getting let go, but there's even more reasons as to why he's getting let go that we will probably never find out. Because we are just finding shit out about Daredevil right now. Wait, was it Daredevil or Iron Fist? One of the two. Like, Jeff Loeb was making actors feel uncomfortable and shit. We're hearing stuff about Ray Fisher talking about Josh Whedon. Yeah, all that. So I just feel like there's some stuff behind the scenes that we're not aware of.
Josh Whedon shit. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Charisma Carpenter was pregnant season 4 of Angel, and what Ray said brought it to light. And then the guy that plays Spike made sense. It made sense, because I'm like, she was pregnant. So, and then season 5 she was let go. I was like, because she was Like, to me, she was the girl on the show. Like, I love Charisma Carpenter. You should, like, back in the day, you couldn't tell me shit. I like, Charisma Carpenter is bad. Like, I should know that. I was like, oh, she bad. She fine. I'm like, and then, like, she wanted to be a mother. Because this lady wanted to be a mother, you gonna penalize her? I'm like, yeah, I believe it, Josh. It makes sense now. I was wondering why she wasn't in season 5. And when Ray said something, and then the guy that played Spike on Angel and Buffy backed him up, I was like, that makes sense. It made sense. So I was like, damn, maybe that's why they didn't want him to work on Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame. Because during the filming of Avengers Age of Ultron, Scarlett Johansson was pregnant.
Yes.
She was pregnant. So I was like, all the pieces, you know what I'm saying, starting to fall into place, and now I'm seeing the whole picture. I was like, God damn it, this motherfucker is what Ray is saying right now.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? So when you put the pieces together, you got this pregnant woman from like the late 90s, early 2000s. I'm like, now you got Scarlett Johansson in 2014, pregnant, filming Age of Ultron, saying, maybe it's some truth to what this guy is saying, if you look at all the pieces.
Right.
So I was like, Josh, I can't fuck with you. I can't.
Right. Well, yeah, that's definitely, like, I honestly speaking, I haven't really followed up too much on that, other than the fact that I'm like, yo, Cyborg's calling this motherfucker out. But that was about it. I was just like, whatever, man. They gonna handle that shit in court or whatever, or whatever the case may be. But people have been trying to come for Whedon's ass for a minute now. So it's all kind of the pieces are getting put into place. I guess we pretty much tackled everything with the Flash here and your thoughts on it. Is there anything else that you wanted to say about the Flash that or just in general, some stuff that you feel like you've never really been able to say within the format of a reaction review video, but you have wanted to kind of say, like, just kind of not off the record, but like just you know what I'm trying to say. Just
I know. I say everything I want to say when it comes to the Flash. If people don't like it, they don't like it. I don't care. Like, it's with me. It's like, look, man, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Oh,
sorry, I should ask you. Do you feel like there's too many characters on the Flash now?
That's what I feel. Like I said that in the last video. I don't know if it was one of our real talks that we do on Friday, but I said it's too many characters. I feel like we're getting, our team is too fucking big. Because in the start of the next season, the guy who plays Chester P, he's going to be a main
he's going to be a regular.
He's a regular.
Why?
Allegra is a regular. I was like, wait a minute, bro. Now, why we have, like, is elongated man going to be just gone or what? Because I'm like, bro, that is a lot of, like, I can understand having recurring castmates. Like, not every episode, every 2 episodes, and they what, like, cool. But god damn, bro, we got like 10 main cast members. You got, let me count them out. We got Barry, Iris, Caitlin, Vi, Nash, Joe, Cecile, Allegra, Chester, and if Hartley was still around, it would have been 10. It would have been 10 exactly.
Too much. It's too much.
That's
and
too much.
In the name of the show is still called The Flash, not The Flash and Friends. But yeah, whatever.
Shit. That's a damn.
Yep. And none of them are, like, people are mentioning, half of them barely used their powers at all.
And like this, like, that's one thing I was talking about on one of our real talks. I was like, Cisco losing his powers was the most bullshit thing I've seen on the Flash. I was like, for what? You can't not use your powers and still have them? I'm like, I'm not understanding this. You still come to work with us in a dangerous situation where supervillains are trying to kill us on a weekly. You don't think having your powers right now is the best thing? I just want to know, homie. I'm like, because this is me if I'm in the Flash verse. I was like, hey, my guy, I don't think that's smart. You're a pretty smart guy, Cisco, genius. One of the smartest people on earth. You don't think having powers to like stop a villain who comes in here trying to kill you, like, I don't know, Reverse Flash, who always trying to put his hand in your fucking chest, is just a smart idea? Because I don't think it's smart for you to be defenseless and Thawne is out here running around trying to put his hand in your chest. He's trying to squeeze your heart, player. Just me. You might want to keep your powers.
Are there any villains that you feel like they have not been using with the Flash? Because it feels like they keep on going back to that cow of Tom Cavanagh and getting Reverse Flash to keep on showing up to get people, or not Savitar, Godspeed, which I think they completely fucked up. But is there any?
I think they're gonna fix the Godspeed.
Godspeed,
thing.
Okay.
But here's my problem with the Reverse Flash. I love the Reverse Flash. Everybody knows I love the Reverse Flash. He's my favorite DC villain, other than the Joker. I feel like they use Tom too much. I feel like they need to use Matt more.
I agree.
That's my biggest thing. I feel like Matt delivers a performance that people I underestimated his performance. When he came back season 3, episode 1, I was like, yo, this guy is fire. I was like, his interpretation of this character is hitting. I was like, okay, I see him. I really see him. When I watched Legends for him in season 2, I was like, okay, this guy is really earbar thumb. He's delivering this shit.
Exactly.
And I'm like, and I understand that Tom is on payroll, Canada Grass. I understand that. And I know it would be extra to pay Matt. But here's my thing.
Be worth it. Yeah.
But if y'all do a Reverse Flash season for the last season where you get the earbar thumb storyline, you're gonna have to pay Matt. You're gonna have to, because that's his face. That's his original face. You're gonna have to say, okay, we're gonna bring him on a payroll because this is his face that he has. And like, I felt like that was my one thing that made me mad. I was like, why does he have 2 different faces? I was like, this is weird. But once you got the explanation, you're like, oh, okay. But I was like, it still kind of bothered me. I was like, why? And then the whole Eddie thing, I was like, can we bring Eddie back? I want some Cobalt Blue.
Yep.
I'm like, I want that. Like, I understand people be like, oh, we do speedsters too much, but those are the people that causes Barry the most problems. Speedsters.
And those are some of the best storylines. I can't think of any.
Like the whole thing that they were supposed to do this season, the Rajan thing with the black hole. I was like, oh, we going that route?
The what?
Rajan, the speedster. Like, I think it's called the God of Lightning. I think it's Rajan. It's like Japanese for God of Lightning.
Right. Raijin. Okay, Raijin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm ready on that. So maybe they'll do it more this back half. Maybe they'll focus on that the back half of season 7. So, okay, cool.
Yeah, we will see.
We will see, because they start filming. I think mid-September. I think they got to go into quarantine next week or the week after. They got to go into quarantine to start filming like mid-September.
I don't know. We'll have to ask Canada Graphs about that one, and I'll have to go down there with the camera and start filming behind the scenes. And Trey to Married to the Real. Make sure you guys check out the channel. Is there anything you want to let people know? Like, do you guys have anything big coming up on the channel that you want people to like kind of check out? I know you do weekly stuff. You know,
we don't do weekly stuff, but we just today finished up Umbrella Academy. So I think Tasha's upstairs now, probably editing videos. I was in my man cave just chilling today watching. I was watching people on Twitch. You know what I mean? Then I just checked out YouTube real quick, and I was trying to check some stuff out. And I saw you were live on my main page. I was like, and I saw the picture of Iris. I was like, oh, okay, let me go check out and see what. Like, because I didn't get a notification. I'm like, I'm subscribed. I'm like, I didn't get a notification. YouTube needs to fix that shit.
YouTube in a nutshell, man. Yeah.
So tentatively September 22nd, they're supposed to be back. Okay, that should be the first. That's a Saturday. No, my bad. No, my bad. I'm in the office. Okay, are you going to be all about that Avengers or what, man? Oh man, I'm streaming that on Twitch.
Were you? Oh shit! I didn't even
No,
know.
when the game dropped, I'm streaming it on Twitch.
Oh, okay, but you didn't play the beta yet.
Nah, I don't play betas. I'm like, that takes the fun out of it for me.
Okay,
Like,
fair
I'm
enough.
like,
Fair enough.
because like when you play the beta, you're gonna have to play that same scene over again when the game drops. So I'm
True.
like,
True that. True that.
I don't even watch people play the beta. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
All right. So I'm assembling a team.
Okay.
We got Echo Mog, Akasan, Trey. There you go.
Yeah.
We're getting close.
I'm with it. Hold on, are you on PS4?
Of course, you know I am. Best
Okay,
win high.
Because people are mad about that whole Spider-Man.
The which one?
People are mad about Spider-Man just being on PS4.
Oh hell yeah! But I'm up there with the Sony dance. Don't care.
Exactly. Like, don't get mad. I'm like, first, like people are trying to make it so they get Spider-Man. Look, bro, Sony owns that character.
Yep.
You're mad. You're gonna stay mad. They have the right to do whatever. That character can walk around butt booty naked with a mask on, swinging from the street. Like y'all have to be upset. They have the right to do whatever they want with that character.
I mean, my thing is like, yo, if like the people should have been known about this when it comes to the console wars. Microsoft don't give a shit about you.
Exactly.
You saw that Halo. Microsoft, look, I love some Microsoft. I love Halo, but you know what? I'm gonna play that on my gaming PC.
Exactly.
I'm good.
Me and
I'm
Tasha
straight.
streaming that on the PC when it dropped. Like, I'm not
I am
buying an
good.
Xbox. Whatever the hell that thing called.
I don't need an Xbox, booty sex, butt, brick, whatever the fuck it's called. You know, yeah, exactly. Nah, man, we good. Like, Sony has made that shit clear as day that they were going to be dropping exclusives left and right. People should have been known after they saw that Miles Morales. No, people should have been known when Spider-Man was called Spider-Man PS4. Like, come on.
You should have left that. Like, you should have left in 2018. You should have left when that game dropped. I'm like, now 2 years later when PS5 finna drop. That's the only reason I'm getting the PS5. Oh well, don't say Miles coming out. I'm getting that. Gotta play that.
Yep. God of War, all the exclusives, man. Look, man, you want some Smash Brothers? You get Switch. You know
exactly. That's the thing about the Switch. You want to play Mario? You can only get Mario on the Switch.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Nintendo. And you know what's funny? I just think the Japanese companies don't like the American company because in Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3, Spider-Man is in that game.
Yep.
He's in that game, and Nintendo is a Japanese company. I think Sony just don't want to fuck with Microsoft. They're like, nah, bro, we ain't giving y'all nothing.
We about to pull Kanye. Sony Japan does not care about white people.
Hold on. It was confirmed by.
We about to get demonetized there.
Hold on. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Shit. Oh, shit. Yeah. What?
I'm reading what Crimson said.
Oh, okay.
I don't care what Spider-Man it is. I'm going to be honest. Just give me a Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, it doesn't have to be a specific Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man. Like, and like I said on one of my Twitch streams the other day, I was like, if I was Sony, I would have been real petty. I wouldn't have just gave you one Spider-Man. I would have gave you 4. I would have gave you Peter Parker, Miles Morales. I would have gave you Eddie Brock as Venom, and then I would have gave you Gwen Stacy for the ladies as Ghost Spider or Spider Gwen. I would have been real petty. I would have been real petty. It's my characters that I own. You can't have them.
Like I said earlier in the stream, I'm like, people are asking the wrong questions. Instead of asking why is Sony doing this, they should be asking why is Microsoft not putting up some money for their own exclusive Iron Man Master Chief Collection, fucking what Gears of War, what I don't know, whatever the fuck they own. Why aren't they doing some shit? Put some money up for Wolverine. Do that shit, you know? But they don't. They don't care.
They'll never care. Like. I had an Xbox for years. I was like, no, what? I'm done. I had a PS2, PS3 for years. I switched over to Xbox because they were cool for a while. But then I was like, hold up, bro. Wait a minute. I gotta go back. I was like, Spider-Man drop. I was like, nope. Nope. I was done. When I saw Spider-Man go over, I was like, I'm done. I need a PS4. This is it. I'm back. No.
Yep.
It was a wrap. It was a wrap for me. All it took was one character. One.
Yep.
I was like, that's it. Like,
Yep.
I was like,
sorry,
no,
Master Chief.
for real. Because
Yep.
I got 2 PCs. One I don't use that I gotta get straightened out. And I got this new one that I just got. I can play this shit right here on the PC. I got the whole Halo Master Chief Edition on Steam. Like,
That's that. That's
and
that.
I got the controller, so I'm like, what's the problem?
And like I was telling the night earlier, I'm like, yo, like, even if you ain't got an Xbox, if you can't afford 2 consoles, you can still afford. Then you probably shouldn't be having an argument in the whole thing. You probably should have got it. If you can't afford 2 consoles, then you probably should have just gotten a PlayStation and been done. And then you just save up money for a basic computer that would still run just as good as an Xbox, and you'll be straight.
Like, man, you can get you a good PC that'll last you at least 3-4 years.
Yep.
$1,200. Buy the PC or buy pieces at a time. That's what people don't get, especially when they want to get into YouTube and Twitch game. They want everything at one time. Nope. Sometimes you got to buy pieces. Buy pieces.
People don't understand. Well, people don't understand that I started my YouTube career on a fucking iMac, and the more and more as I developed, the more and more as time went on, I fucking started on an iMac and a fucking GoPro. I didn't even have a camcorder back then. I used a fucking GoPro. That shit looked all fish-eyed lens, and the sound was terrible. But I just started doing it and grinding. The more I got into this, and the more I started realizing I wanted to stream, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna need a PC. And so a fan actually bought me or gave me half the money for a PC, and I started on that PC. Now that PC is a glorified full reaction editing video thing, and I put money into this gaming PC. So now I got a gaming room. But like you said, it's small baby steps, and if you can't do it in the beginning, then you can't really be.
Nobody really sees my gaming room. Let me show you. This is where I'm at. This is my gaming room.
You had this camera available this entire time, and you
of course I was late. But see, like, this is the thing. Like, I was like this.
Damn, look at the background.
Like, I was mostly laid back like this. Like, I was chilling. Like, I'm gonna be 100. Like, I was chilling, and I'm like, I was thinking,
holy shit, married to the after dark.
Like, and my chroma key is on. That's when my stuff is faded out. What's up, babe? No, I'm not screaming. I'm talking about Akasan. Like, he's screaming.
Kind of screaming,
Twitch.
yeah.
Like,
come on, Natasha, come on, say hello.
Like, he said, "Come say hello."
Come say hello. Come say hello to your
camera on. You want me to turn it off real quick?
What's up? It's Sadiq from Japan.
What's
up, Taj? What's up?
He say, "What's up?"
To me in the Red Dreaded Nation. We just talking about Iris West.
We talking about Iris and the whole poster.
I ain't know what you talking about. I just thought some of your friends were out there.
You getting a drink? You getting a drink?
He said you getting a drink.
You gonna mix something? Got that Kool-Aid in there? Yeah.
No. Like,
Trey was just telling us. He was just telling the Red Dreaded Nation just how much we love Iris, but how much more beautiful his wife is, and like he wishes Iris really looked like you. So that's what he was saying.
Like, I was just like, y'all don't understand. Like, I be chill. Like, this is my streaming area for Twitch, and where I do my editing and all my stuff. The stuff y'all see upstairs that's Tasha's area. Like, I'm down here. This is the garage of the house.
Damn, man, you up there? You're practicing your Ghost of Tsushima in the back as well.
I know, right?
Look at you, man. Look at you.
That refrigerator has so much water in it. Like, you probably see the water on the background, or on the floor back there. Like,
now, is this the same house that caught on fire, or
this is the room that caught on fire. Actually,
that is amazing. What a great! That's coming up, man.
Like, this is like, it's a big burn spot right there, which was so crazy
for your sacrifices and shit.
Yeah, like, it was so crazy. Like, it was like, I'm gonna tell y'all this: do not leave old computers enclosed. Like, I had an old laptop that caught fire. It just spontaneously combusted and caught fire out of nowhere. The craziest shit I have ever heard. I was like, this is what the fire chief told me. I was like, are you serious? He was like, yes, because the PC was on recall. I'm sitting here like, what? And we were record. It was a Sunday. And we were recording The Walking Dead, and I just smelt something burn. I was like, "Are the kids cooking?" Because my kids are old enough to cook. Like I'm like, I know they're not cooking. I hear them in their room. And I had to get up. I just had to get up. What's up, baby? Yes. What your little swole head ass want?
What? What is going on over there?
That's Tasha.
We didn't catch that on the mic. That's why. So.
Oh, yeah, I probably didn't.
Yeah, we were wondering what she said or what she did.
She was like, "Oh, you smelled something, huh?" Of course,
damn.
you know what I'm saying. Like,
so this is what the married life's like. This is what I have to look forward to every time I try to do something.
Like,
yeah.
If you say you did something, nah, you didn't do it, player.
Yeah, really.
Oh, and
really?
always buy extra food when you eat.
Okay. Okay.
You gotta get. Oh, I don't want anything. Buy something extra.
That I know.
Buy something extra just in case. Buy the same thing you want. But be like, oh well, you know, you can have this.
Yeah.
Just you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, well, you know, I ain't gonna eat this one. You can have this one. And because they gonna always point to the one and be like, oh, that one look good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that yesterday I've been having stomach problems like crazy for the last couple months, and so I just ate really light at dinner, and then we came home. I started playing the Avengers beta, and then suddenly it's like 11 o'clock and something. I see this motherfucker come up to my door. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? And then I get up, and my girl gets up. I'm like, who the fuck are you talking to at 11:30 at night? She was like, oh, it was Uber Eats. I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, yeah, I ordered some ramen. I'm like, well, where's mine? She's like, oh, I didn't think you were hungry. I was like, what? Like, come on now. All right, let's see your gaming setup, man. Like, that's the whole reason you turned on the camera.
No, I didn't like this is everything. Like, you know, my green screen is back there. These are my speakers right here that I play my music on. These my PC is right there. It's a whole bunch of wires. So I have to take my camera down to see all of that junk. Like,
it's all good. Oh, you got them HyperX headphones, so yeah.
Yeah, actually somebody bought
Amazon wish list.
No, they just sent them to me.
Goddamn.
And she lives in damn it, is it the Philippines, Vietnam? I forget. I think it was the Philippines. Her name was Z88. She doesn't. Okay. I don't know if she watches the streams anymore.
Oh, okay.
Or the videos. Like, you know, people watch you for a while and then move on and have lives. Things change.
Yep. No, I got you. No, but it's good that you got the fans there. Yeah, I got the. So I'm doing mine a little differently. I got the 4K TV. I'm gonna swap out. Like, enough of the fans have told me, like, just get a true gaming monitor instead, because the colors just don't pop as much from connected to from a computer or whatever. The computer is right there and shit. Then we got the two, so one at the top. So as you probably know when streaming, so I have the monitor at the top. So the top one is generally to read comments or just get a picture ready to show something. And then the bottom one is usually for Streamlabs, so I can just make sure the stream is connected and everything. And then behind me is, right now it's my 100 luxury house right now.
I was wondering what that was. I was like, did you fucking move?
Yeah,
you know. Like, I didn't know that was a green screen. I was like, oh, he came up. Okay. I'm in this bitch deceived as fuck. I thought that was, I was like, oh, cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that shit is nice. Like,
I'm coming through the
real shit. I'm like, he got the fireplace, he got the books and shit. Like, oh, okay, shit. You know what I'm saying? Hard time. What? I'm in this bit like, damn. You really was up, ain't nobody walked by. I'm like, I mean, and the convincing thing is it's light outside. Like, I can see the sun on the outside, so I'm thinking, like, because it is daytime over there. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That's a whole goddamn green screen. Like, you got me, like. I'm trying to figure out why my green screen is not blacked out back there. That's what I'm trying to figure out, because I got it back there. It should be blacked out right now.
That is so funny. I was trying to figure out how to get previously the green screen I had was when I was doing Comic-Con like that. And I had it like, I was having it like that. And so I was just given a panel like that. But yeah. So
I like that one.
No, we're gonna have to change it to DC fandom. Oh, we should do something. We should actually try to collaborate. It's in about a week and a half now. It's the 22nd, I believe. Yeah.
That's a Saturday.
Yeah.
I gotta get with Tasha because our oldest son birthday is on the 26th. So I don't know if she's gonna want to do something that day. Or we'll let you know. Or maybe we'll do something the weekend after. I don't know.
Load to talk about. They're going hard on this one, man. Like, if not, sooner or later, you and I, we both need to travel back. Travel to, maybe for you, but travel back to Canada and Vancouver. I don't know if you ever saw that video I did behind.
That whole video. I watched that whole video,
bro. You and me, the whole crew, we're going to fucking Vancouver, Victoria Island. We going to Oliver Queen's house, man. I may not watch these shows anymore, but I still appreciate the memories I had, man.
Like I love Canada Grab to take us around, and I can call out the spots that you were missing. I was like, oh, that's boom, CCPN. And I was like, bro, like what is it like?
And on top of that, you would know exactly what episodes.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. That's my thing.
All right. Trey, thank you so much for your time today, man. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. Appreciate you having me. Y'all stay safe. And I will see y'all another time, man. Just tweet me if you know what I'm saying. You do this again.
We tried to do it as much as possible, so I will let you know, man. And definitely, you guys, make sure you check out his YouTube channel, and on top of that, his Twitch channel, because I see him. If you just want Trey, just Trey being Trey, the Twitch channel was for real. He's always keeping it real, and I always like what he's doing.
Today, my day off, like Sunday and Monday, I do not stream on Sunday and Monday. I try to get, I've been playing Fall Guys.
Fall Guys is dope. Are you playing that on the PS4 or PC?
PS4.
All right. I'm gonna have to collab with you. Like, send me a invite, because I don't think you ever did. Just send me a friend invite. A best win high. That's it. Best win high. No spaces. You might have sent it to me. Your thing is like dragon something, but you didn't like. I don't know. But you can also join the.
Hold up. Yes, I did. You are my friend on here.
Oh, we're friends?
Yes, because you know what? I saw that name. I said Best One. I was like, who the hell is that? I was like, I was like, man, these damn kids be changing their name. I'm like, let me make sure. I'm going to all my friends right now. Let's see.
Making sure.
Because I'm pretty sure y'all can hit. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Best One High. You were active 12 hours ago. You got the little red circle with the ninja symbol.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I hate the PlayStation, the way that shit is set up, but it is what it is. So yeah, we'll have to play the Takeshi's Castle of the PlayStation. So Fall Guys is essentially something called Takeshi's Castle in Japan. It's based on something.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember MXC? It was a long time ago on Spike TV.
No.
Maybe you. Okay, no. You'll have to Google it later. Basically, MXC was this whole do you remember Wipeout on ABC?
Yeah, okay. I remember that.
Something very similar to that, but basically Takeshi's Castle was the same thing, but they changed it to MXC in America, and it was this whole thing of just Japanese people running around getting hit by balls and whatever that.
Yeah, I see it. It's a comedy. It lasted for 5 seasons.
Yeah. So in Japan, it was just called Takeshi's Castle, and it was basically the same kind of idea. And so that's what the Fall Guys kind of reminds me of. So
I got a video I gotta edit, where I won 2 games. I gotta edit that. I'll probably edit that too.
Yo, so it's like Fortnite frustrating then?
No, it's not. Not to me. It's fun. To me, it's fun. It's just, it's tough sometimes because people will grab you. Yeah, and that part of get frustrating because you're trying to win and people try to throw you off your game. So that's the only part. It's like American Ninja Warrior meets
I could see that.
Battle Royale. You got to be the last man standing. It's that kind of thing.
I can't wait. We'll have to make it happen, man.
All right, man.
All right, my bad. Thank
All
you so much.
No
All right.
problem. Y'all take care.
Peace. You now watch the best, so make sure you subscribe, please. Sorry, I was trying to do their outro and everything. Y'all really, what did he say? Y'all really watch, so you might as well subscribe. Something like that, please. So, and then they do a whole rapping thing in the beginning. It's about to be action-packed, so sit back and relax and something. I don't know. I make my shit easy. Red Red Nation, what's up? It's Akasan. So that was your boy Trey and Tasha in the back. Natasha. They were doing the damn thing. Make sure you check out their channel. They do big views. Look at that. Attack on Titan. They doing the boys and all of that. Damn, look how young. Look how young. Look at Trey when he did no hair. Look at that, man. All right. Yeah, here it is.
Why we keep it real? Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah.
What's going on?
Goddamn!
It's your man Trey. It's your girl Tasha.
Whoa, why Trey looking like Joe? It's Joe West, son. It's Joe West. Oh shit. All right. Yeah, now he's gonna copyright me. Yeah, just like the WB would do.